From the heart of the county where the lights shine bright, athletes grind hard every day, every night. Dreams get built, legends come alive. You're now tuned in. This is the Hive, where the hustle meets hope and the stories get told. From the young to the vets, chasing dreams bold. Friday night lights to that college drive. We salute the ones keeping that fire alive. Hosted by Bobby B, bringing truth and pride. Real talk, real hard, and the home team vibe. From the field to the mic, the culture survives. Welcome to the movement, welcome to the Hive.
Yo, what's up, Onslow County? This your boy Bobby B, where you tuned in to another sweet, sticky, action-packed episode of the Hive, the Onslow County Sports Buzz, where the energy is high, the takes are spicy, and the buzz don't ever die down. But before we dive in, let me show love to the folks that keep the Hive buzzing.
Sharice Hatchell, your real estate expert. Whether you're buying, selling, renting, or you just have questions about real estate, Sharice turns houses into homes and dreams into closings. Dowdy's Hauling, fast, reliable, and local. If you need something moved or cleared, Dowdy's is the name to call. Let's Talk Podcast with Mikhail Mutassit. Real conversations, real growth. Go stream it and support local media done right. Wide Receiver University, the premier spot for elite speed training, combine prep, route running, and catching technique. Whether you're grinding for Friday nights or chasing Saturdays, Wide Receiver U is where wideouts are built, not born.
We appreciate every bit of support, from the small drops to the big pours. Y'all keep the Hive humming. But hey, real quick, some people keep asking, who is Bobby B? Let me tell you real fast, because I'm not just a voice behind a mic. I am a husband, a father, a coach, a community dude who loves these kids like they're my own. I'm the ice cream man, the t-shirt guy, the meme king, the 707 coach, the hype man, the mentor, the one up at 7 a.m. editing highlights and helping somebody's kid get a shot. I am the product of Onslow County, and I'm grateful to give back to Onslow County. Every day I wake up to try to make somebody else's future brighter, confidence stronger, and somebody's opportunity bigger. That's Bobby B. And this is the Hive, where we celebrate the grind, lift up the community, and talk about Onslow County sports. All right, before we keep rolling, let me talk my talk real quick, because some people think I just sit behind this mic and commentate. Nah, I used to terrorize Onslow County on the football field and on the track.
Bobby B the athlete? Yeah, that dude was different. When you talk speed in Onslow County, his name pops up immediately. He ran a 10.32 in the 100 meters, the fastest time this county has ever seen. He ran a 4.15 in the 40, certified no-angle speed. If he broke that first level, defenders might as well start jogging back to the sideline. He was a track state champion and was a drop baton away from going back-to-back. And on the football field, he wasn't just fast, he was strategic, explosive. A mismatch every Friday night. His varsity football debut says it all. First touch of his career? 84-yard kick return. First defensive play? 29-yard pick six. 2 touches, 2 touchdowns, and Jacksonville's only win that season. He went into his senior year as the 18th ranked wide receiver in the entire state of North Carolina. Coaches circled his name on scouting reports like it was a hazard warning. He was 3-time All-Area, 2-time All-Conference, and a menace in the return game? Man, listen, he made special teams look like a feature film. 4 to 5 kick or punt returns for touchdowns a year. Then he went to Greensboro College and became the all-time leader in kick return average in a season and a career. And that record? Still standing. No one's touching it. His only regret? He had D1 talent with community college grades. He was an athlete student, not a student athlete. But that's why he goes so hard for these kids now. He knows what it feels like to be right there on the edge of something big. And he's going to make sure the next generation doesn't drop the baton, figuratively or literally. Because yeah, Bobby B the host is fun. But Bobby B the athlete? He was a problem.
Boy, oh boy, what a night Friday night was in Onslow County. Round 4 had the heavyweight feel. Like every snap mattered, every inch was a battle, and every fan in the stands knew they were watching history in real time. Let's start with Jacksonville, because the Cards, they showed the entire state why they're undefeated, and it's not a fluke.
The Cardinals kicked off the night with a statement on defense, forcing a quick 3-and-out. Looked like a perfect start, until a muff punt gave Union Pines the ball in prime scoring position. But that's when Jacksonville said, "Not in our house." The Vikings coughed it right back up, and the Cards pounced on the fumble like a hungry hive. And on the very next play, junior running back Amari Pearson took the first carry 97 yards to the crib. From there, Jacksonville never looked back, steamrolling Union Pines 34-7. And punching their ticket to the Eastern Regionals. Senior quarterback AJ Washington was in his bag, cooking up 144 yards through the air with 2 touchdowns, plus 64 yards rushing and 2 more scores on the ground. That man was a 4-touchdown machine. Amari Pearson piled onto his highlight reel with 145 yards rushing and a touchdown, while receivers Juice Thompson and Jesse James each found the end zone. The Cards had the Vikings guessing all night. And defensively, listen, Union Pine averages 35 points per game, but Jacksonville held them to just 7. That's elite. Before we move on, the Hive would like to send prayers and good energy to senior linebacker Bradley Roos, who suffered a lower leg injury while making a tough physical tackle. We're pulling for you, big dog. Now let's slide to Northside, because the Monarchs handled business too. Northside snagged a gritty grown man win over a tough Rocky Mount squad. And like I said back in episode 3, if that Monarchs defense keeps bending but not breaking, good luck beating them. They built for the fourth quarter. Sophomore phenom 3J Gray put on another masterclass with 253 total yards and 3 touchdowns, all while throwing 0 interceptions. That's veteran decision-making from a kid who can barely rent a car on Madden. Freshman running back Zion Jones chipped in 85 yards on the ground, running like he was late to curfew, and junior wide receiver / DB Smokey Johnson lit up the secondary for 157 rushing yards and a touchdown. Defensively, the Monarchs were violent in the best way, flying around, making plays, causing chaos. Junior Anoop Monroe led the charge with 16 tackles. That boy was everywhere, probably still making tackles on the way to the locker room. Northside forced 3 turnovers. Interception by Matthew Smoot, interception by Vincent Petito, and fumble recovery by Daniel Wisniewski. That's how you win in November. Create chaos, protect the ball, and trust the dogs.
Both squads advancing. Both squads proving why Onslow County is the most dangerous zip code in playoff football right now. All right, y'all. For this week's Player Spotlight, we're shining the whole spotlight, strobe lights, and stadium lights on the general, senior quarterback, AJ Washington Jr.
In that 4th round matchup against an 11-win Union Pines team, AJ didn't just show up. He took over the entire game. He finished the night with 144 yards passing, 2 touchdown throws, plus 64 yards rushing, and 2 more scores on the ground. 4 touchdowns in a 4th round playoff game. That's different. AJ has been playing some of the best quarterbacks I've seen at Jacksonville High School in years. The poise, the reads, the decision-making, it all looked like a guy who understands the weight of the moment. And here's what really stood out. Even when his starting running backs went down, AJ never panicked. Not once. He didn't flinch. He didn't fold. Didn't force anything. He just took control of the offense, trusted his preparation, and guided the Cardinals to victory like a true field general. That's leadership. That's maturity. And that's what winners do. AJ is out here trying to rank himself among the best quarterbacks to ever wear Cardinal red. He's reading defenses like he's been doing this for a decade. Yeah, he missed a few throws, and that's understandable for a high school QB who fought through a shoulder injury early this season. But when it's time to make the right play, AJ is always there, always steady, always dependable. He's the quarterback you want in November. He's the quarterback you trust with the season on the line. And he's a huge reason the Cardinals are one win away from the state championship.
Okay, y'all. This week's former Onslow great is a name that still echoes through the halls of Jacksonville High School. A name that meant toughness, leadership, and absolute dependability. We're talking about Justin Franklin.
Now look, I was a freshman when Justin was a senior, so I got to see it up close and personal. No stories, no rumors, no legends. I saw the greatness with my own eyes, and let me tell you, Justin Franklin was one of them. He was the starting running back, and he was also the starting middle linebacker. He was the heartbeat of the team, and he played every snap like it was a state championship. The 2002 season was wild. Jacksonville got a brand new coach who came in and completely switched up the scheme. Moved them into an old Notre Dame box, a formation so old everybody in the stadium already knew what was happening. Justin's getting the ball. You talk about hard to game plan? Nah. You talk about hard to stop? Yes. Because even when defenses loaded the box, keyed on him, put 9 in the trenches, Justin still dragged Jacksonville all the way to the 4A state playoffs. He had that grit, that willpower, and that put the team on my back kind of mentality. Their playoff run eventually ran into powerhouse J.H. Rose, but Justin's story didn't stop there. Not even close. He was selected to represent Jacksonville High School in the North Carolina East-West All-Star Game, one of the highest honors in the state. And from there, Justin earned a scholarship to Wofford University in South Carolina. And that's where he turned into a monster. Check these college numbers. 345 total tackles, third all-time in school history. Number 1 all-time for linebackers in school history. 5 career interceptions, 7 fumble recoveries, number 3 all-time in school history. In 2006, Justin was all Southern Conference, All-American, and he was the team's MVP. Let that sink in. He wasn't just good. He was one of the best to ever put on a Wofford jersey. Justin Franklin is the kind of athlete kids should study. Hard worker, tough, disciplined, played the game the right way, made everyone around him better.
A true Onslow County legend, a true Jacksonville Cardinal great, and somebody who helped set the foundation for the players that we celebrate today. Now let's switch gears for a moment, because it ain't just football season making noise in the county. Our fall sports athletes have been adding their stripes too. This week, we would like to send a huge congratulations to the soccer players across Onslow County who were named All-State. That is a massive accomplishment, something only a handful of athletes in North Carolina get to experience each year. Fellas, we see you, we're proud of you, and keep pushing, keep leading, and keep showing the state what Onslow County athletes are made of. All right, Hive, buckle up, because it's Eastern Regionals week. This is where legends are made, seasons become stories, and mistakes get punished like homework on a Sunday night. Let's start with the Jacksonville Cardinals, who now face their toughest opponent of the season, the Middle Creek Mustangs.
This is the kind of matchup where turnovers will have you at basketball practice on Monday. Middle Creek isn't just good. They're disciplined, explosive, and built to make you pay for every wrong step. On film, Middle Creek runs one of the highest tempo offenses you'll see anywhere in the state. They throw a ton of quick passes, all designed with one purpose: tire your defense out. Make your eyes wander, make your feet slow down, and make you think instead of react. And then boom, they hit you over the top for a big play. The Mustangs average 420 total yards per game. That's video game numbers. 178 rushing yards, 240 passing yards. They're led by junior quarterbacks Lex Sevilla, who averages over 200 passing yards a night, and senior running back / linebacker Jaden Spencer, who punches in 75 rushing yards per game while playing both sides of the ball like a warrior. And let me tell you something. Jaden Spencer is a player Jacksonville needs to hit every single play. Not dirty, just physical, just relentless. Because if this game gets tight in the fourth quarter, you want him thinking about those hits instead of doing his job at full speed. With Middle Creek's tempo, quick passing game, it's going to be tough to get real pressure on the quarterback. Meaning the Cardinals' defensive backs must be disciplined. No peeking, no guessing, no hero ball. Just trust your assignment and do your job. Middle Creek loves screens, bubble screens, tunnel screens, fake screens. Then they'll slip somebody behind the defense. They catch teams slipping and take your mistakes straight to the scoreboard. Defensively, the Mustangs are led by their monster edge defender, 6'4", 230-pound Campbell commit, Dennis Pritchard. Their defense only gives up 21 points per game, and they're ranked number 3 in 6A, with Jacksonville right behind them at number 5. This is a matchup you can't afford bad eye discipline in. You give them a bad angle, you give them hesitation, they're hanging 6 on your head. Now, let's talk Northside, because the 11-2 Monarchs are heading to Wilson, North Carolina to face the 11-2 Hunt Warriors. And this one right here, this is a trap game if you walk in soft. Hunt averages 38 points per game, and they are a problem at home, 8-0 this season. The Warriors are led by 6-foot junior quarterback Mies Harris, who averages close to 200 total yards per game and put up 250 total yards in their nail-biter against Croatan. When they need a spark, he's the plug. Hunt is physical, old-school, run-first football. Their leading receiver only averages 26 yards per game, meaning they're coming downhill early and often. And check this out. According to Max Preps, Hunt has only lost 2 fumbles all season. That's ridiculous ball security. They also have a sophomore running back who rushes for over 1,600 yards this season. That's a grown man workload for a kid who still might be learning to drive. But here's where Northside shines. Takeaways. The Monarchs are living off momentum swings. Their defense doesn't wait for mistakes, they create them. 6 takeaways versus Person, 4 takeaways versus St. Paul's, and 3 takeaways versus Rocky Mount. That's 13 takeaways in 3 playoff games. That's insane production. In every round, somebody new steps up on offense for 3J Gray. Round 2, Zion Jones, 226 rushing yards, 2 TDs. Round 3, Jameer Mitchell, 3 catches, 2 TDs. Round 4, Smokey Johnson, 157 yards and a touchdown. So here we are in the Eastern Regional, and it just feels like we're due for the Gavin Davis game. Can Northside continue forcing takeaways? Can they punch the giant in the mouth early? Can they keep finding that one breakout playmaker each week? We're about to find out. And before we leave this segment, I got to give a special shout out to junior DB Matthew Smoot. Top 20 in the entire state in interceptions and number 3 in 5A. Every single week, Smoot is exactly where the ball lands. He's not the biggest. He's not the strongest, not the fastest, but his IQ is elite. Football ain't just about athleticism. It's awareness, it's angles, it's understanding patterns. Smoot has all of that.
Jacksonville, Northside, 2 teams, 2 huge roadblocks, 2 chances to punch tickets to the big dance. This is where legacies get written. Hey, listen, y'all been balling. Y'all earned this moment, but do not start celebrating now. The job is not finished. Nobody remembers the almost team. Nobody hang banners for we made a good run. Legends get remembered because they finish. So tonight and Friday night, lock in, do your job. Every snap, every tackle, every block, every route. Finish it. No blinking, no excuses, no waiting on somebody else to make the play. If you want greatness, go take it. 4 quarters, full speed, full heart. Because the job ain't done. And we don't stop until it's finished. This is Bobby B with the Hive, signing out.